The UK's readiness for war has come under intense scrutiny. I don't understand why we should be in a position where we are not ready for war, and what on earth the previous government was doing, wasting its resources. The Defence Secretary John Healey has pointedly acknowledged deficiencies now in Britain's armed forces, uh, and how they're not in a position to conduct military operations. They lack the depth and readiness for sustained high-intensity warfare, something essential for deterring potential aggressors like Russia. And Healey's concerns come at a time when NATO allies, especially Germany, are strengthening regional cooperation, as shown by joint initiatives like Germany's submarine patrols from Scotland and Rheinmetall's forthcoming artillery factory. Current assessments reveal a bleak outlook, with British forces suffering from acute shortages of personnel and equipment, and the army is shrinking to its lowest size in centuries, leaving fewer than 70,000 trained soldiers projected by 2025, and the Royal Navy's deployable fleet is worryingly underpowered. This shortage includes critical assets like Type 45 destroyers, Type 23 frigates, with fewer than half available for active deployment. From a broader perspective, the UK's challenge reflects a widespread European trend towards smaller, leaner armed forces, and the UK, however, has suffered more acutely, with 14.63% decline in personnel over the past decade, surpassing the reductions in France, Germany and Italy. And for Healey, this situation represents a stark legacy of Conservative hollowing out of the military over 14 years. Critics within the defence sector warn that this status quo will not suffice for deterrence, particularly as adversaries such as Russia and China continue to invest in next-generation technologies and expand their capabilities. Healey's remarks have led to political ripples, with Conservatives warning against undermining the reputation of the UK's military. Former Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has expressed concerns that Labour's fresh review may mask further erosion of military capabilities rather than directly address the gaps with increased funding. Labour's planned increase to 2.5% of GDP in defence spending, while promising, faces challenges in the middle of broader fiscal pressures, notably as the Ministry of Defence has not received a clear funding boost in the upcoming budget. The Strategic Defence Review, set for early 2025, will need to balance the demands for innovation and readiness in an era of sophisticated hybrid warfare. And drawing from lessons learnt in Ukraine, the review should emphasise bolstering the UK's deterrence capability through new technologies, expanded personnel, and a recalibrated approach to recruitment and retention. For the UK to genuinely pivot from readiness in operations to readiness in combat, it will require not only strategic direction, but also substantial investment in practical resources. And of course, this story is being paraded on media outlets like Russia Today with such delight, and you sort of wonder what is the what thought went into disseminating this information. It seems foolish at a time of heightened military awareness around the world. It seems foolish to be putting up our hand and saying we're not ready.